Phil Benyon, Liberal Democrat MEP for the West Midlands. It's a big day for Malala coming out here to Strasbourg. You've met with her already this morning. What was your sense of how she's feeling ahead of this very large-scale occasion today?
Well, she was actually looking remarkably calm. We met her this morning at the building just across the way where she's addressing a group of young students. And she was obviously collecting her thoughts before she went in, but she met with myself and Graham Watson and a few other members of Parliament, those of us who were largely behind the nomination. And she was actually very collected and very together.
And what do you make of the fact that she's won this prize against, very stiff competition and also prestigious prize winners from previous years?
Well, I think it recognises the courage of Malala. I think, as I said before, she's not been given this award for what she was doing necessarily before the attack, but for the courage that she's shown in facing down criticism and coming out and delivering a really strong message on education for girls worldwide since the attack. And I think it's that courage and resilience she's shown which made us feel very strongly that she was a deserved recipient of this award.
And of course, much of that work that she's done since then has been from her base in the West Midlands, from Birmingham. How proud are you on behalf of your region that you have now a prize winner represented here in the European Parliament?
Well, I think that Birmingham is very, very proud of their adopted daughter. I think this is something that I certainly well up with pride. The staff at the hospital that treated her when her terrible injuries, I mean, they've done a fantastic job, and now she's having her education in Birmingham in the West Midlands. In fact, the reason she's only here for such a very short time is because her father is very, very keen that she doesn't miss more than a day from school.
And as you say, she is out here. How significant is it that she has the opportunity to come out here and make a speech in front of the entire European Parliament, not only winning the prize, but also that opportunity to kind of make her message known more widely? Well,
I think that will be a great it's a great opportunity for her, I think, to get some wider coverage for her campaign. I think that this campaign for young girls to get educated in not just Pakistan but in other countries where girls do not get the same education opportunities as boys, I think is very, very important. And the stage she will get today is probably the biggest stage she's been on in many cases. But I've seen her recordings of her speeches before, and she's usually a very, very accomplished performer in this respect. So I'm looking forward very much to what she's got to say to us today.
You supported her nomination from quite an early stage. Just explain why you felt that she stood out above the rest, really, above other candidates that you could have supported or could have picked for this prize.
Well, I was so impressed when I saw her speaking after her recovery, and the determination and the focus that she has on this issue. I was overwhelmed by her courage and fortitude and drive and determination, and I think this has touched a lot of people. I think she's become a figurehead for the young people of this world, the people who need opportunities in the future, and particularly for young girls and teenage girls who feel that they could be excluded from the jobs market, from the education system, and they need and particularly in those parts of the world where they don't have the same rights as we are used to here in Europe. And I think that's touched a lot of people, and I think that we soon found that we'd got a lot of support for Malala's nomination.
And a word about the prize itself. What does it mean to win the Sakharov Prize compared to other accolades that she herself has already received?
Well, this is a very, very prestigious prize. I mean, we had Aung San Suu Kyi here to receive the prize very recently from 24 years ago. There are some very great people who have won this prize. So it will give us something actually to live up to. for the future. I hope it doesn't prove too much for her too soon, but I think this is such a major prize in the field of human rights that, in my view, it has an absolutely deserving recipient in this year.
And you mentioned there the future. That's what I wanted to finish on, really. Her future. Where do you see her going now? The adopted daughter of Birmingham, as you've called her. What do you think her prospects are for the future? There's a lot of expectation, I would say.
Well, I think that it's very important that we don't push that too hard. She's got her education to complete, and we don't want to compromise her education by expecting her to be touring the globe making speeches. She has got to think of her long-term future, and finishing her education is really important, particularly when you look at the field of work that she's been in terms of campaigning, being an education campaigner. It would be really it wouldn't be very clever really for her then to drop out of her own education as a result of the celebrity that's come upon her. So I really hope that she finishes her education at school, goes on to university, but then continues in the field of human rights in her adult life.
You mentioned her celebrity. Do you think she'll be able to stay level-headed with all the publicity and attention she's receiving?
I'm optimistic that she will. Having met her, seeing her, she does give the impression that she's really quite grounded. And I know that this is always a risk, but I'm optimistic that she will keep her head and keep her focus and not let it not get carried away with her celebrity.